What's happening, dudes? So, Kansept sent me a fixed blade, and we're going to take a look at it. This is called the Flank. Check it out. We got micarta handle scales, lanyard hole, brown coated blade, and the blade steel is D2. So I think this is going to be pretty affordable. It'll be linked down below. I don't make money if you buy it from that link. It's just a link for you to go look at it and check the price if you want to. Drop point blade. Kind of, I don't know if I really like the design. You know, it seems like the blade is so wide and then such a skinny handle. It almost feels weird in hand as well. But I don't know, that's just me. The sheath it comes with, I don't know if this is Kydex, but it's a Kydex-like material. Yeah, you got a nice click. You got a little thing to push off here with your thumb. Little pad. So that's good. The clip is sort of one of these cheapy ones. You know, I mean, they work pretty good. They go on your belt, and then it's got this little hook thing at the bottom so it can't come back up. And it looks like if you loosen this one, you can kind of swing it down to do a horizontal carry. Let's try that real quick. Get out my handy dandy Victorinox Spirit. Yeah, okay, there you go. So you can move that really easily. So, now I recently tested a Kansept knife called the Vombat. Cut tested it, and it had the same coating on it. And I noticed that it was having a real hard time slicing through cardboard. Weirdly, because the geometry was pretty good. It was, you know, pretty thin blade stock, pretty thin behind the edge. There was no reason why it should have been hanging up like that. So I concluded that it was the coating that was creating a lot of friction. Maybe it kind of just felt sticky going through the cardboard, didn't want to slide through easily. And this is that same coating, so I'm going to test my theory right now. We're going to go out, and I'm going to breeze through some cardboard, attempt to breeze through some cardboard, and see if I feel that same thing, that sort of stickiness. So the geometry isn't like crazy thin, but it's not crazy thick either. You know, this should slice pretty well, I would think. Is it sharp? I might give it a little strop. It could be sharper. All right, here we are. Let's give it a quick strop. I want to get this, you know, as sharp as I can. I want to give it the best chance that it can have to do well. I got a comment a while back of someone saying, I'm sure your boss loves that you record these videos at work. I think he was just giving me a hard time, but I always do this before I clock in the morning. I get here early so that I can do a video before I clock in. So, just so you know, I'm a good employee. So we're cutting on the double thickness cardboard, which is the same stuff that we're testing the Vombat on. That other Kansept with the same coating. And right away I can tell it's struggling. It's pretty hard to push through, and it's actually, the cardboard is bunching up in some spots. It's almost like it just stops cutting for a while and you're just like manually pushing the cardboard. There's a really bad one. You can see it bunching up badly. It's just, you know, I've never ever seen that happen except with really, really dull blades, you know. And we're going to cut some paper right now so I can show you it's not dull. It cuts paper really well. So it's not a dull edge. So that means it can only be the coating. That's the only other variable, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty conclusive. So there you go. I would say that is pretty good evidence that this coating hangs you up as you're pushing through cardboard. If you don't cut a lot of cardboard, maybe that'd be fine. Maybe you wouldn't ever notice it. But I think everyone breaks down cardboard from time to time, and you're gonna notice that it doesn't quite. I mean, you can cut it, but it's not gonna slice as well as it should, due to the geometry. So, there you go. Those are my thoughts. I don't love the design. It looks weird to me with this big old thick wide blade with this little handle. The ergos are fine, you know. It's pretty thin, you know. The blade stock's actually thicker than the micarta, and actually this micarta scale looks thicker than the bottom one for some reason. Yeah, it might just be the light. Let me see. Yeah, they're actually, I think it's just the light. They're actually pretty close to the same thickness if you look down this way. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And that's it. Thanks for watching.